محمد نبينا بنور هدينا من مكة حبيبي نور سطاع المدينة.
Assalamu alaikum. In today's episode, we will have the remaining story of digging the well of Zamzam. So Abdul Muttalib set out for the journey to Asham. Joining them on the journey was a group of people from every sub-tribe of the Quraysh. Between them and their destination was a vast desert land, void of any villages or townships. So the journey was not going to be an easy one. During the journey, Abdul Muttalib and his companions ran out of water. Other sub-tribes, however, did have water, but they refused, saying, "We are in the desert and we fear that what happened to you will happen to us." Abdul Muttalib said to his companions, "I think that each man among you should now bury his own grave using the strength he still has with him. Whenever a man among you dies, the other can push him into his hole and then bury him until there remains one man, since it is better for one man to be lost without a burial than for the entire caravan to be lost." Each man among them dug his grave and then sat down waiting for his death. But then Abdul Muttalib said to them, "By Allah, we should not be weak like this. Perhaps Allah will provide us with water in some land ahead of us, so prepare to move on." When Abdul Muttalib made his camel stand up, gushing forth from underneath its hooves was a spring of fresh water. Abdul Muttalib and his companions exclaimed, "Allahu Akbar." They all drank water and filled their containers. They then invited the other sub-tribes of the Quraysh, who all the while had been watching their every move. Abdul Muttalib said, "Come to this water, for Allah has indeed provided us with drink." They came and drank and filled their containers with water, then said, "By Allah, we will never again enter into a dispute with you regarding Zamzam, for the one who has given you this water to drink in this barren land is indeed the one who gave you Zamzam to drink, so return to your water rightly guided." So they all returned to Makkah, and no one thereafter argued about Abdul Muttalib's right to have complete control over the Zamzam well. Many years after, Abdul Muttalib again saw a dream in which he was reminded to fulfill his oath of sacrificing his one son for Allah. This oath was taken at the time of digging Zamzam well, but he forgot afterwards. By that time, Abdul Muttalib had 10 sons and 6 daughters. So Abdul Muttalib decided the matter by pulling arrow. That was the culture at that time, to decide the issues by pulling pre-written named arrow. So the draw started, and the arrow drawn had the name of Abdullah. But no one let Abdul Muttalib sacrifice his beloved son. And with the help of a fortune teller, it was decided that name of Abdullah be written on an arrow, and on another arrow 10 camels be written, and keep on drawing arrow by raising 10 camels each time until the arrow of camel is drawn. Draw started, and every time the arrow withdrawn had the name of Abdullah until the 10th time, when there were 100 camels on one arrow and Abdullah on other arrow. This time arrow having camel was drawn, and then Abdul Muttalib sacrificed 100 camels to fulfill his oath. That's why our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, said, Ana ibn Zabihina, means I am from who was sacrificed, referring his father Abdullah and grandfather Ismail, peace be upon him. That's it for the day. In next episode we will start the people of the elephant. Allah Hafiz.
يا بخت اللي في دله ماشي يشفع له في ماما